guys have noticed, today we have a little bit more people on the mat. I asked Ismael to invite some of his most loyal students and his wife, Guadalupe, who's here with the floor gi, the gi that Ketan wanted to have, but so we're also going to take the official picture, and we wanted to have a lot of people on the picture. I also want to take the opportunity to talk about a little friend of mine that I met a few years ago in Brazil when his dad came to train with me, and then we ended up keeping in contact. He lived for a while in Houston, that's Kampala. You guys already rode with him a little bit, and he moved back to Mexico, and he was lucky to have from the city he lived a place to train Jiu-jitsu, but not a instructor to grade him. So I'm going to take the opportunity and move him to the next belt right now. Please step in on class.
I'm pregnant. I can cry.
Look at here.
So I want to use as well this opportunity to invite Ismael to take a step forward. Ismael, por favor. Ismael, I'm going to say in English, has been training with me for a long time now. He's a very close friend, very loyal student, and I'm very happy that this moment he already had 2 strikes, but he's going to go straight to the black belt. They have to make a short speech. ¿Cómo se dice speech?
Discurso.
Ismael, como siempre, cuando gana la cinta negra hay que hacer un pequeño discurso. Puede ser en español. Yo ayudo a traducir.
En portugués.
Diga algo, no sé qué decir, pero...
Pues digamos que es algo inesperado. Desde que uno se pone la cinta.
You didn't expect? Help me out, Mark. Help me out.
Desde que uno se pone la cinta blanca o recibe la cinta blanca, el objetivo siempre es esto, pero es inesperado llegar a él, ¿no?
Whenever you put the white belt, that's your goal, but it was very unexpected.
Cuando llega uno, pues no se puede creer, ¿no? Que haya pasado tan rápido el tiempo.
Felicidades, de seguro. Okay, so always giving a black belt is a very special moment. It makes makes me nervous because I also feel that, of course, each one is responsible for their own development. The teacher is just somebody who leads and tries to give some advice and all this, but it depends on each person. Ismael starting training with me, he was already a purple belt, but as I just said before, we became such a good friends that the relationship on those years became very, very straight, and I'm very happy for this. As you guys know, I don't have my own academy in Brazil, so for me, I haven't had any students from white to black belt until today. Because today I want 3 people to step forward: Kita, Jaime, KC. We met in one camp, if I'm not mistaken, was either 2003 or 2004, right? 2004. So it's almost 10 years now. We were white belts. And a lot of academies in Jiu-Jitsu and martial art, I guess, we talk a lot about loyalty. And I believe loyalty is not something you ask for somebody to give you. It's something that happens. And the quickest way or the best way for that to happen is through the relationship. And I know those guys are friends from our hearts. So, you know, Comprido and I are like very happy to be doing part of this. And as well, Michelle was in many of the camps and all this. So we all feel that we have helped them walk on this path, and they certainly are ready for this next step.
He's not the best looking, but he trains hard. And he's also pregnant. So that's, like Felipe said, it's the first time I'm giving a black belt for American, from white to black. So these guys are with us for a long, long time. They live with us through a lot, from competitions and personal issues and kids born and weddings and and happiness and sad. And KC was a friend who I always could call and get some free stuff. Like I could bet with him, and I always win. So. He's not a Democrat, but he's my friend. Dinner!
You think?
Okay.
A little bit?
So, our friend Jamie came first time with KC. When those guys come into the camp, there are 2 white belts. Jackson was the 3rd one. And they used to train in a bar. And then in Midland, they start Jiu-Jitsu reading books and watching videos. And then when they get to the camp, you'll be surprised with the level they already get by themselves. And we developed this strong relationship where we went many times to Texas. They came to Brazil. They came to several camps.
Competition together.
But so I saw those guys winning and losing, competing, and then I'm really proud of them. Like they put the belt on KC first, but you guys are first.
He is the higher.
Why?
Ismael is the higher.
I could do my speed train.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay. When we first were training, I was driving 2 hours to train. I was only a white belt and had to drive 2 hours 3 times a week to go train at a school. And then come back home, and then I was going to college during the day. So I was doing that 3 times a week, right? And we had a guy who's a brown belt that came to live in our area. So we started training with him, but there's just something wasn't right. I mean, he wasn't teaching right, so I was looking online, and I've always been a fan of these guys. You know, watching them on themat.com. If you guys are old school, you remember they had a big old library of jiu-jitsu videos. So I used to watch Comprido and Felipe. They used to be on there, and I saw that Felipe had a camp going on. So I saved all my money, man. I didn't even go to the movies because I wanted to go to this camp. So at that time, Casey and I and a couple other guys were just training with this guy that we didn't feel real comfortable with. And I went into class one time and I said, Casey, I'm going to go to the source. I'm going to go train with Felipe. I already got my plane ticket, Comprido, all these guys. And then Casey goes, well, hell, you ain't going to go get better without me. So he went ahead. That same night, he bought the ticket and he did everything like that. And ever since then, we went to go train with these guys. We didn't expect this journey at all. I mean, it was, well, we're going to go train and possibly get a feeling, do something with these guys. You know, we wanted to go to the source. And then it ended up being a good friendship, and we ended up opening our own school and, you know, being best friends for a long time. I mean, I couldn't do it, of course, without them, but I also couldn't do it without them. So.
Then comes the time from Kita Barani. Our first New Zealander, white and black belt. You know, Kita, if I'm not wrong, you guys came on the same camp? No, who came first?
I think the summer one. We used to do 2 camps a year in the beginning. So
She wasn't at the camp.
they miss each other just for a little bit.
Also, you know, a journey. You know, I have a chance to visit New Zealand and meet the kids, the students who are, you know, side by side with us, and I've been super welcome over there. And I saw how hard they work to get us there. You know, so washing cars, painting houses, selling sausage, driving hours all over the place and try to making us feel as welcome as you can feel in another country. You know, so all the hard work. You know, Kita is not the youngest of all of us over here. Only Mike is older than her. But she never misses a session. You know, even when she's sore and cannot train, she sits and watches and learns. You know, and not just in here. She, on this last 10 years, she's been traveling to training with us every single year. Besides that, the wedding anniversary year. So, and staying longer and learning and developing and building her own academy, her own team, and, you know, affiliate people like you guys, and also so much awesome people around her. Great technique, great friends.
Don't worry, we have a cardiologist.
And somehow she never get tired of the jokes. She already know will come.
She don't get
Maybe
mad.
now we will change.
Now we're gonna treat you just like we treat Michelle.
It's bad.
Michelle.
Woohoo!
No speech. Get ready, we're gonna have to do speech, Casey. you up.
Okay. Like Jamie said, we started off, like they said, we started off in a barn, a fabrication barn with machinery, welding equipment, dirt everywhere. We had a propane tank with a burner just blowing on the mat for our heater. Then we went to a closet in the gym. That wasn't as big as maybe these mats over here, but that never deterred us in our training. We just kept going and going. We were from there. We went to rented a little building, started out. We got to start off small, and we built up. Now we have our own school. And if it wasn't for Jamie, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, Hunter.
No, I speak it.
Cocobongo. No, you
You
sabe?
have to do your
Just say thank
Two words,
you.
two words.
Mom,
Get the belt back if you don't want
Thank
É, pois é.
The speech or the polish off?
Yeah, we can be two or No, you have to leave it.
Não, that's fine. Gente, ela tá emocionada. É.
Okay, guys, so let's take the group picture. The real reason for you, la razón real para estar aquí no fue por la foto, pero sí vamos a sacar las fotos ahora. The real reason for them to be here was not the picture, but since they're here, let's take a big group picture, and then we can hit the mat a little bit before we go celebrate and
Cocobongo.
and
Garrett.
So I guess we make a line here.